You're going to try to get over on her. She's going to put that whop on you. And the next thing you know, your credit bad.
You know what? Don't judge me.
The video is crazy. Just visually is crazy. Just the costumes, the dancing, it's a lot going on. And visually your eyes is like, you're looking at Megan's body, you're looking at Cardi. And yes, it's a very overly sexualized video, but again, like, do y'all remember BET Uncut? There's tons, there's tons of songs that was on there made by men that their video could only be played on Uncut. Tip Drill, right? Then you had Pussy Poppin' by Ludacris. I mean, that's just in this era. But let's even go back. Let's go back to two people that I can think of when I was in my teens, where the lyrics was outlandish, and still to this day. So again, we can't be like, oh, we can't censor and police a woman on how she wants to talk about her sexuality or what she does, as opposed to how men have been disrespecting and disregarding us and discarding us for eons, right? Too Short. I think the song's called Don't Fight the Feeling. Probably like, Google it. Here's one line that I do remember. And I can tell you, I probably was about, you know what, I ain't gonna tell you how old I was, because I'm telling my age, because I'm trying to keep it cute. I say I'm a woman of a certain age. But this song, he goes, are you bleeding? Can't think about sex? Irritated by your code text? We don't have to kiss. We don't have to, I pull out my dick, you can suck. This was in the 90s. In the 90s. What's the difference? What's the difference? A woman now has taken charge of her body, her sexuality, and she's going to throw it right back in your face, and now you're offended? This is what you want, right? You want her to talk nasty, or are you too intimidated? And that's what I think it is. It's a man's fragile ego and masculinity that he cannot take it now that I have now grabbed it back. And I'm like, okay, now can you handle it? Because trust me, if a woman talk like that to me, and if I was a man, she want me to do all this, I'm like, whoa, little missy, like, you might be a little bit too much for me. I was scared. And that's what it is. If women knew the power that we have, we will rule the world. For real. For real. Not no neck, okay? Not even the head. We carrying the head. We carrying the head of the man with us. Like a purse. Okay? Use that thing like a bowling ball. So, please, we let you men think you hold the power. You don't. You think Barack was making them decisions by himself? You think he'd come home like Shelly? I feel like that's what he called her. I feel like that's what Barack called her. He was like, Shelly, you know, this mother effer from Turkey trying to do this, do that, do that. And Michelle's like, listen, Barry, we gonna have to talk. You need to do extra, trust me. Powerful man, not stupid. So, the song, again, is not necessarily for me, but I'm not their audience, right? I'm not. Now I'll bow my head to it, yeah. When you know how you also too, when you're in that kind of like shit talking mood, again, where you do your shoulders like this and you want to clap your hands and, you know what I'm saying? You want to mush your dude in his face and tell him he got a wop and tell him what all he got to do for it. You better pay my tuition. You better buy me them boots. Pay this mortgage for this wop, right? We all got one. We all got one. So I don't use it, right? Use it for the greater good. Honestly, ladies, it's for the betterment of humanity. And I think that's probably what's wrong with the world today. Some of us are too conservative with it, and we're not using it for the greater good. We could end a lot of things. We could probably end homelessness. We could probably cure cancer. Honestly, if we put all of our WAPs together, for real, if we put all of them together and come up with some kind of collective, the power we would have. We probably wouldn't even have coronavirus. The damn woman doctor that be with Trump, the white woman with the blonde hair, the older white lady, if he probably wasn't stifling her, she probably would have cured coronavirus months ago. So, hey, telling you, this WAP is nothing new. Okay? Men, get over it. This is how we think sometimes when it comes to y'all. Sometimes that's all you good for. Nothing more. No feelings should be hurt. Nobody was killed in the making of the song. Maybe your ego or your pride. Other than that, you'll get over it. Because if it's not Megan or Cardi B, Kia, Lil Kim, Trina, it's going to be some other chick on a corner who you think don't know no better. You're going to try to get over on her. She's going to put that WAP on you, and the next thing you know, your credit bad. And your bank account is empty. And your nose is wide open. It happens. Grow up. Y'all got me talking. I don't even finish my damn food. But listen, ain't nothing wrong with a WAP. Okay? Nothing wrong with it. Let these kids have it. Okay? Because when we was growing up, we was too grown for our parents and our grandparents. Alright? Even back in Martin Luther King days, they was probably saying that damn rock and roll got these kids want to have sex and smoke cigarettes and they too grown. Okay? It's always going to be an era. It's going to get worse. Okay? But just remember, when you in your old folks home and they start playing them classics and WAP come on, what you think your old ass going to be doing in your wheelchair? You're going to be rolling. And on that note, it has been such a pleasure talking to God. See you next week.